Well, week one of the college football season is over, and man, did Michigan have a good game today. So, Michigan actually played against Western Michigan at noon today, the first game I watched in week one, beating Western Michigan 47-14. This is our eighth matchup against Western Michigan. And our eighth win against Western Michigan. We are now 8-0 against Western Michigan. And we did so in dominant fashion. I was really glad to see us win by so much. 47-14 is a great win. And we saw a lot of players get in this game. We had 6 different guys get touchdowns for our team tonight, which is just great to see. But yeah, 47-14. Let me go over the stats a little bit here real fast, because I know that kind of stuff is kind of boring to some people, but other people like to hear it. So if I could find my mouse. Caden Mcnamara, 9 for 11, 136 yards, and 2 touchdowns. McNamara looked great. He did. He looked fantastic all game. He was accurate. He was on point. He looked comfortable. He looked like he knew what he was doing. I really like Caden McNamara. He's a great quarterback. Hopefully he keeps this up. I hope he can. This is just against Western Michigan. Hopefully he can keep this up against Washington and IU and Rutgers and Wisconsin and Michigan State and Indiana and all those other teams. And Ohio State even. Penn State, stuff like that. Wisconsin. Hopefully he can keep this up, keep looking good, keep making good decisions, and not making mistakes. He's thrown 7 touchdowns as a Wolverine and 0 interceptions. Or he's thrown 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And he's looked very good, very accurate. But is he athletic enough is the question. Is he athletic enough to take us far in the season? I don't know. We'll find out. He's not a very big guy. Only about 6'1", about 190 pounds, I would say. Yeah. He's not a huge guy or anything. I'm not saying you have to be, but is he the type of guy that can take us really far? We'll see. He is the starter. I hope he keeps going. I hope he gets better and better for us, and he can be considered one of the better quarterbacks in the league and all of college football even. J.J. McCarthy and Dan Villari got some playing time today. I don't know if Alan Bowman did. I don't think he did. But McCarthy got in, again, looked accurate, looked comfortable, and even was able to show his arm strength a couple of times. At one point, he had a 69-yard touchdown pass that looked amazing. He was under pressure. He got away from it. I think he broke a tackle, ran to the side, and he kind of just tossed it to the other side of the field. It was a perfect pass for a touchdown. I went freaking nuts. It was probably one of the best passes I've seen from a Michigan quarterback ever since I started watching Michigan football. Seriously. It was that amazing. He is freakishly athletic. Probably one of the best quarterbacks, at least when it comes to recruiting or, how he's ranked, that Michigan's had in a long, long time. So we'll see how much better he gets. He's just a freshman, and he's doing stuff like that. He's 18 years old, and he's throwing. If you haven't seen it, go look up J.J. McCarthy's 69-yard touchdown pass against Western Michigan. It's already all over the internet, and it's freaking amazing. It's something that 18-year-old freshman quarterback should not be able to do, but he can do it. He's amazing. I hope he gets better and better, and he can win a Heisman or something, lead us to a national title before he goes to the NFL, because I know he'll go to the NFL one of these days. I know I might be getting ahead of myself, but with that kind of talent, I doubt that he won't go to the NFL. He's gonna go to the NFL, seriously, with that kind of talent. Blake Quorum, speaking of talent, he's pretty talented himself. He's one of our top running backs now. He's finally coming into his own. He's not a very big guy, 5'8", about 180 pounds. No, he's about 200 pounds actually. 14 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown. He's really fast. We also have Hassan Haskins, who has also got some playing time as well today. And we had Donovan Edwards, freshman, who was, I think, originally committed to Michigan State, flipped to Michigan. He also got some snaps in as well. We also got to see some younger receivers get some playing time as well. Like A.J. Henning and Cornelius Johnson and Roman Wilson, I believe, even got some playing time as well. They really didn't do much. A.J. Henning had a couple of catches, but other than that, he didn't really do a whole lot. Ronnie Bell was our top receiver. He only had one catch for 76 yards. He did actually have a second catch that was a one-hander that was called back for offensive pass interference, which I think was ridiculous. But he did have one catch that did count, which was a 76-yard bomb from Mcnamara. And it was like the first real play that I was like, wow, okay, this is what I want to see right now. So, yeah. Michigan's receiving core looks good. Michigan's running back core looks good. Quarterbacks look good. Defense in the beginning struggled a little bit, allowed Western Michigan to score on their first possession. We should have stopped them, honestly. It should have been a 3-and-out, but one of our defensive guys was an idiot and taunted and got them an automatic first down, and then they went the rest of the length of the field, scored a touchdown, and took the lead. Or tied the game up, rather. They didn't take the lead yet, or they never actually did. But after being tied 7-7, it was all Michigan until I don't think Western Michigan didn't score until 3 minutes left in the game, I think on their last possession. So they scored on their first and last possession, or second to last possession. So yeah, Michigan pretty much was firmly in control of this game at all times. After it was 7-7, we took over and made it 47-7. And by the end, they scored in garbage time, made it 47-14. Michigan looked very good today. Hopefully we can keep this up. Next week we play Washington. I really thought Washington would be, I don't want to say anything, I don't want to jinx us, but after the way Washington played tonight, it's not really going to be a big game. Washington is supposed to be a good team. They're supposed to be a top 25 team. They're ranked 20th right now. They just went into their own home stadium and lost to Montana 13-7. I don't know how you lose to an FCS school, especially when you're a top 20 team. But I really don't think we have any reason to worry about Washington now. Obviously, still take them seriously like they're a legitimate opponent. Treat them like you're playing the best team in the country, and play your heart out no matter who it is. Now that's not going to be ranked. They're not going to be ranked next week. Obviously, Washington won't be ranked. It's going to be a battle between two unranked teams. Michigan's going to be favored. Michigan's going to be favored. They're already favored in the matchup predictor. But when the line comes out and they predict how much Michigan's going to win, they predict how Michigan's going to win. Michigan's going to be a heavy favorite against Washington next week. And I think that's pretty obvious after the way Washington just played against Montana tonight. And losing 13-7, which is just sad. Seriously, it is ridiculously sad, considering they were also a 22.5 point favorite against Montana and couldn't even win, losing by 6. So, yeah, that's my week 1 report for Michigan football. Let me know what you guys think about Michigan and how they did. I think they looked really good. Didn't look so great in the beginning. Slowly got into it, especially their defense slowly got better. Offense struggled a little bit as well at the beginning, and especially in that second possession. But after that, it was all us. We did pretty darn well, and I'm happy with our guys, and I'm happy with the team. And I hope we keep getting better. We got Washington next week, and then we've got Northern Illinois, Rutgers, and I believe after that we've got, I think, Wisconsin. So that, I think Wisconsin will be the first really tough. I don't know. I really don't know how good Wisconsin is at this point. I know Penn State's a great team, so it should still be a tough one that Wisconsin will probably be favored in. And even, I'm not going to sleep on Rutgers either, or Northern Illinois. Both teams, Northern Illinois and Rutgers, they're not to be slept on. They're good teams, so we definitely need to try. We need to play a lot harder than we did today against Western Michigan, because those two teams are a lot better than Western Michigan, and that is for darn sure, because I think Western Michigan is going to be the easiest game we play probably for the rest of the year. So we only got to keep playing better after this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about Michigan and how they did. And I'll see you guys next week for the post-game report on Michigan versus Washington.